Welcome to Manson Elementary's first annual production of Dickens' A Christmas Carol. This year we are performing A Dickens of a Christmas, written by Sally Albrecht and Jay Althouse. We have around 86 third, fourth, and fifth grade students performing for you tonight under the musical direction of Mrs. Andrea Whitney and the theatrical direction of me, Marcella Linder. Please remember to turn phones to silent and that there can be no flash photography or lighted video filming tonight, as it can startle, distract the actors. We ask also that you be extra quiet and courteous in order to be able to hear our young stars. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy our presentation of A Dickens of a Christmas.
Bienvenidos a la primera producción anual de la Escuela Primaria de Manson, de A Christmas Carol de Dickens. Este año estamos presentando A Dickens of a Christmas, escrito por Sally Albrecht y Jay Althouse. Tenemos alrededor de 86 estudiantes de tercer, cuarto y quinto grado actuando para ustedes esta noche bajo la dirección musical de la señora Andrea Whitney y la dirección teatral de la señora Marcella Linder. Recuerden, apagar los teléfonos y que esta noche no se pueden tomar fotografías con flash ni tomar videos iluminados, ya que puede asustar o distraer a los actores. Le pedimos que sea más silencioso y cortés para poder escuchar a nuestros jóvenes estrellas. Ahora, siéntense, relájense y disfruten de nuestra presentación de A Dickens of a Christmas.
Of that there is no doubt. This fact must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story.
Ebenezer Scrooge and Jacob Marley were business partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge was Marley's sole executor, his sole administrator, his sole friend, and his sole mourner.
Scrooge never painted over old Marley's name. There it stood, years afterwards, above the warehouse door. Scrooge and Marley. The collection firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Now Scrooge was a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old man, hard and sharp as a flint, and self-contained and solitary as an oyster.
The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, shriveled his cheeks, stiffened his gait, made his eyes red and his thin lips blue, and he spoke shrewdly in his grating voice.
Who is it? Close the door behind you, quickly!
A Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Bah, humbug!
Christmas, humbug? Uncle, surely you don't mean that.
I do. Merry Christmas? What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Bah, humbug!
Hey, Uncle, how are you? I just stopped by to say, would you like to join us for this Christmas Day? There are several people coming to our house for Christmas cheer. We hope some will join us, we ask you
Bah, humbug, bah! It's a waste of time. Bah, humbug, bah!
At this holiday season, we just stopped by to say, can you please contribute to the Eagles' Christmas Day? Make some slight provisions for the poor and destitute, and those who lack the common things like bread and meat.
It's a waste of time. But I shall.
God rest you, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
Leave me alone! Get out of here! It's a waste of time.
Yes, sir.
You want a day off tomorrow, I suppose?
If it's convenient, sir.
No, it's not convenient, and it's not fair.
Christmas is only one day of a year, sir.
Well, a poor excuse for picking man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here even earlier the next morning then.
Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas, sir.
Scrooge went out for his usual solitary and melancholy dinner. He read all the newspapers and studied his banker's book.
Not too much later, Scrooge came back to his gloomy suites of rooms, which had once belonged to Marley.
As he put the key in the lock of the door, he saw not the door knocker, but the image of Marley's face. Scrooge looked at this horror, at this phenomenon, and was startled. But he turned the key, entered the room, and lit a candle.
He did pause before he shut the door, and he did look cautiously behind it first. But there was nothing there, so he said "phooey" and closed it with a bang.
He locked himself in. Actually, double locked himself in and got ready for bed, putting on his dressing gown and slippers and his nightcap.
Soon, every bell in the house began to swing, ringing out loudly. Then came a great clinking noise, as if some person were dragging a heavy chain.
And suddenly, standing before him with cold dead eyes, was Marley's ghost.
What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your business partner, Jacob Marley.
Mercy! Dreadful operation! Why do you trouble me?
Because my spirit is doomed to wander through the world's heart to unsettle the happiness. Only then can I be free of these chains I forged in life. On the wings of the wind, the captive is bound in these chains.
You're always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business, mankind is my business. Hear me, my time is nearly gone. I am here to warn you, Ebenezer, you have a chance, a hope of escaping my fate.
You're always a good friend to me.
You'll be haunted by the three spirits.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you will end up the same path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls one.
Can I just take them all at once and have it over with?
Expect the second same hour, and the third upon the next night. When the last ceases to vibrate, you will see me no more. For your own sake, remember what has passed between us.
Scrooge tried to follow the ghost as it exited. He approached the window. Scrooge looked out to find the air full of phantoms wandering hither and thither, and rustling hay, and moaning as they went. Scrooge and the ghosts of Christmas past. Scrooge closed the windows and checked the doors locked. He went straight to bed and fell asleep in an instant.
When Scrooge woke up, he thought and thought, but could make nothing of the phantom's visit. Was it a dream or not? Scrooge remembered that the first spirit was to arrive when the clock struck 1, so he decided to lie awake and wait, for he could no more go to sleep than go to heaven.
Scrooge and the ghosts of Christmas past were suddenly out on a country road on a clear, cold winter day.
This is the place where I was born. I was a boy here.
The things you are seeing are but shadows of the things that have been. See the school over there? A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is still there.
I know.
Let us see another Christmas. Look out here.
Why, it's my sister. Come to bring me home from school.
Yes, a frail creature, but she had a large heart. She died, leaving one child behind, your nephew, Fred.
Yes, one child.
Let us move on. Do you know the storehouse door?
Know it? I was apprenticed here. Why you telling Mr. Fezziwig?
Jehovah Ebenezer, no more work today. It's Christmas Eve. Clear everything out. It's time to celebrate.
It was done in a minute. Everything movable was taken away. The floor was swept, and water lamps were lit, and Phil was heaped upon the fire. In came a fiddler. In came Miss Fezziwig and her 3 daughters. In came all the young men and women employed in the business.
In came the housemaid, the baker, the cook, the milkman, and many more. In they all came.
And away they went, dancing in couples all at once.
Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig had a party. Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig had a dance. Lay out food and drink will be quite hearty. Men and women come to find romance. Grab a partner, hold hands in the middle. Bow and curtsy, running side by side. Josie, don't listen to the fiddle. Clap your hands and celebrate Christmas time. Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig had a party. Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig had a dance. Lay out food and drink will be quite hearty. Men and women come to find romance. Grab a partner, hold hands in the middle. Bow and curtsy, corner side by side. Josie, don't listen to the fiddle. Clap your hands and celebrate. Clap your hands and celebrate. Clap your hands and celebrate Christmas
And at 11 o'clock, the party broke up.
During this whole time, Scrooge remembered and enjoyed everything that he saw.
Ah, Mr. Fezziwig knew how to make us happy.
What's the matter?
I should be nicer to my clerk, Bob Cratchit. That's all. Please, Spirit, take me back.
They made one more stop to gaze upon the young woman Ebenezer left behind while he pursued his career and great fortune. Then the spirit returned Scrooge to his home, where he sank into a heavy sleep.
Scrooge soon awoke with a start in the middle of a loud snore. At the top of the bell, he looked up to see Jolly John and the spirit.
I'm the ghost of Christmas presents. Touch my robe and hold on. We are going on a journey.
And off they went through the town, past the grocery and the churches, past the baker's doorway into the suburbs of the town.
And straight to Bob's Cratchit's dwelling, where the clerk's wife and children were awaiting the arrival of Mr. Cratchit and Tiny Tim. Soon the family saw Bob, with Tiny Tim, and Tiny Tim bore a little crutch.
And how did our little Tim do in church today?
As good as gold. He told me coming home that he hoped the people people saw him at the church because he was a cripple, and it might be pleasant on Christmas Day for them to remember whom a lame beggars walk and blind men see.
Come everyone, let's sit down for dinner. Goose is cooked, the apple pie, potatoes are ready, and pudding is in the oven.
Let's toast to Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Indeed! I wish I had him here. I'd give him peace of my mind to feast upon. Such a meager wage and giving you a hard time about taking the day off.
My dear, remember it's Christmas Day.
I'll toast this health for your sake, Bob, not for his.
A Merry Christmas to all my dears.
Merry Christmas!
God bless us, everyone. There was a child traveling in the snow. That little child had nowhere to go. Then he looked apart, trying not to cry, searching in the sky for the bright stars gone. God bless us, everyone. The season's just begun. May blessings fall on us throughout the year. God bless us, everyone. Each daughter and each son. May blessings fall on all we hold dear. This little child traveling in the snow. This little child with nowhere to go. Even though he strayed, he was not afraid. He would soon be saved by the bright stars glow. God bless us, everyone. The season's just begun. May blessings fall on us throughout the year. God bless us, everyone. Each daughter and each son. May blessings fall on all we hold dear. God bless us, God bless us, God bless us, God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the chimney corner and a crutch without an owner.
No, say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered, the child shall not live much long.
By this time it was getting dark and snowing quite heavily. As Scrooge and the spirit went along the streets, they could see roaring fires in kitchens, parlors, and all sorts of rooms.
They saw children running out into the snow. In the snow to meet arriving family, they saw guests assembling and neighbors visiting neighbors.
They saw the lamplighter dotting the dusty street with lovely specks of light.
And singing, they could hear voices from everywhere, old and young, loud and soft, high and low, joined in the Christmas song.
It was a great surprise to Scrooge to hear a hearty laugh, and an even greater surprise to recognize it as his own nephew laugh.
And to find himself in a bright, gleamy room, with the spirit standing smiling by his side, and looking at the same nephew laughing with his friends.
And he said Christmas was a humbug, as I live, and he believed it too. That's right.
I'll give this clerk an extra 50 pounds by mistake.
Enough, Tucker Scrooge. It's Christmas. Come gather round. Let's have some music. Good King Wenceslas looked down on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Here we come a-caroling among the leaves of green. Oh, here we come a-wandering, so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you love Christmas too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring for you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy, happy, happy New Year.
Scrooge and the spirit were again upon their travels. Much they saw and far they went. Many homes were visited, but always with happy endings. But as the bell began to strike 12, the spirit disappeared, and the last stroke ceased to vibrate. Scrooge beheld a solemn phantom, draped and hooded, coming towards him.
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas future? Are you here to show me the shadows of things that have not happened, but will happen in the time yet to come? I feel you more than the rest, but I know you will try to do me good. I truly hope to live to be another man from what I was. Lead on! Lead on!
The phantom led Scrooge into the city, to a little group of business people.
I don't know much about it. I only know he's dead. When did he die? Last night, I believe. I thought he'd never die. What has he done with all his money? I haven't heard. He hasn't left it to me. That's all I know. It's probably going to be a very cheap funeral. I wonder if anyone will go. I'll go if lunch is provided.
The phantom led Scrooge to another part of town, where several people were gleefully splitting up bundles of clothing, blankets and curtains, sheets and towels, and finally, a bag with money in it, the spoils from a dead person's household.
I see, I see. This man frightened everyone away from him when he was alive. The case of this unhappy man could be my own.
The phantom moved away, motioning for Scrooge to follow. He led Scrooge to a dark room where a body lay covered up upon a bed, unwatched, uncared for.
Spirit, this is a fearful place. Please let us move on.
The spirit led Scrooge through several familiar streets. They entered Bob Cratchit's house, where the family was gathered, all but Tiny Tim, and all was quiet, very quiet.
And he traveled to Scrooge's workplace, where Scrooge looked in the window of his office. It was an office, but not his any longer.
The phantom led Scrooge onto a churchyard. He pointed to the ground.
Before I draw near to the stone which you point, are the things you have shown me the shadows of things that will be, or maybe? Can we change these things? Perhaps choose another course?
But the silent spirit continued to point to the stone on the ground. Scrooge crept towards it, trembling as he went, and read upon the stone his own name, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh no, Spirit! Oh no, no, no!
Am I that man who
here. I'll need you raising your salary, and I'll try to assist your struggling family.
But Mr. Scrooge,
We'll discuss your affairs tomorrow afternoon.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father.
He became as good as a friend, as good as a master, and as good as the man as the city had ever known. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well.
And may that be truly said of us, and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless